In a tunesbyblog.com.
Papi, why you coming for your breathing like that?
My daughter. Hey, my daughter, yeah. The old people can say that curiosity kill the cow. What your own problem again?
Papi, I really don't have problem. But the way you breathing, sir, it's like you're running so well.
My daughter? Ha, yaka. If I give you the little G's, you yourself will be running to the same player running. So you just hold it there.
Papi, Papi, play on me now, lay on me. You know I your daughter too now.
My daughter? Guess what? I had to run away from Wego. Ha, yaka. Tuesday and Thursday, they got one show in town they call it Logan's Hour. Man, that ball can talk the thing that are happening in Indiana. Even when you steal, even you doing wrong thing, the ball will talk it. You doing the right thing, the ball will praise you.
For real, Papi? No, that kind of thing that we want you all time, yo.
My daughter, I'm telling you, let me tell you now. Logan's Hour come on every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. And when you want to watch Logan Hour, you gotta be on time, or else you will watch the show after the show. But guess what?
What, Papi?
Just go to Facebook and subscribe to Logan Hour. You go to YouTube, you subscribe to Logan Hour. Anytime Logan Hour coming on, you will get notification. That the notification made me running at the door, my daughter, because I won't be laying by in my living room, man, and get ready to call on that show.
Papi, thank you so much for the information. But I see Tommy walking, coming it out. I don't know if I ate he looking at too. Oh, Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, what's that? What you calling my name like that for? What you calling my name like that for? Take your time and you get. I'm watching my Looking Hour. Don't that distract me, yo. Wait now. If you ain't got what to do right now, we're already enjoying ourselves. You better get involved with the fries, girl. Tommy? So that today, Papi was telling me that something? I'm going to look for Looking Hour, yeah. Papi, thank you. Thank you for telling me about Looking Hour.
My daughter? Now, don't say I'll tell you. Bye.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Logan's Hour, and I'm back again. You know, it been some time now, and it been quite a while. In all fairness. So, just tell someone that the Logan Hour is on. I'm on right now. So, let me make sure I'm clear here. So, I want to make sure I am clear. So those of you who this is the Logan's hour. And, all right, I am clear. I am clear. So it has been some time now, and let me say to all of my people, those who follow me often, those who been asking questions, where have we been? Why we are not coming on? I want to say to all of you, thank you so much for asking those questions. But we have been so very engaged to the point where we had less time to come on the program. But I'm glad we are able to make some time available today to just show face again and talk about some issues and be out of here. So I want to say to all of you who joining us for the first time, those of you who've been asking about your show, and trust me, this show is so dear to some people to the point where every day they have to hit me up and be like, "What happened to the show?" To the point, some of my friends from Liberia and some of my dear friends from around Indianapolis, they have been reaching out. What happened to the show? We have not seen you for some time. But listen, nothing major happened. But life as a whole, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and that's some of the reasons. I have to deal with family first. I have to deal with all the related issues. I have to take care of myself first too before I can come on the show. So it has been a very good time. I have my family Elijah, by the way, and I have my oldest son, Jeremy. So I have to settle him in properly, make sure more in the 8th grade. You have to make sure he's doing what he have to do. Make sure his school he's doing better because this is his first year in American school. So he needed some guardian, so I have to be there, and I have some other little ones, and So enough of that. So so I want to say to all of you again, thank you so much for joining us. Some of you who has been asking, I want to say thank you. Your prayers and everything have kept me so strong. And we are back. We are back. Though we are now 100%, we are not 100%. We can't give a guarantee that, yeah, we're going to be active like the way we used to be every day, being all here two times a week. But I can rest assure you, I can make available at least a day in a week to always come up here and let's talk about issues. We were putting our community up there, the Liberian community of Indiana. We had a lot of people getting to know what's happening in our community, which was a very good thing initially. That's why this show was all established on the foundation to let people know that there's one place called Indiana and we have Liberians here, and these are the things we do at Liberian. But before we can go any further, I want to use this time to say happy anniversary. I miss you, happy anniversary. Yes, that's right. Happy anniversary to my dear friend and brother. Okay, Akape. Happy anniversary to you. You know yourself, my brother. All right, happy birthday to my sister, Jima Fambule. And happy pre-birthday to the two most important people in my life. Three most important people in my life. Yeah, I told you, December. I like December for some reason. I love December because I have a lot of people born in December from my household. But December is a month I have too much festivity. And when you look at me, for some reason, I'm not a big fan of too much celebration. Left my one, I won't even have party because I have no reason to have party. So this month I have my daughter Zora Logan. She will be turning 5 years. Zora Yele Logan. On Saturday, she will be turning 5 years old, December 7th. Zora, I want to say happy pre-birthday to you. Your daddy cares about you. And I have my beloved wife, Sama Princess Hamu Liwe Logan. She celebrates her birthday too on Monday, on December 9th. Happy birthday to my dear wife. You know how I feel about you, baby. Mm-hmm. And my son, Phil Gassider Logan, also celebrates his 15th birthday on December 23rd. You see it? December by the morning where I used to be firing, yeah, December used to be month too. Even born all your children in December, yeah, we're born in December. December, that's my mom. My son Phil Gassida Logan, December 23rd is your birthday. You know, I care about you. I love you. I know all of you right now sitting watching television. I saw you on YouTube watching me. Shout out to you. And Zora, as you celebrate your birthday, I know you're watching right now. I wish you all the best, and I hope you give me gift on your birthday, because you know birthday is time you who celebrates get gift. And also, I think my dear sister celebrate her birthday in this month too. Wemon Boya, happy birthday to you as well, or happy pre-birthday. To all of you who celebrating in the month of December, to my late father, Mr. Samuel Benjamin Logan Sr., December 20th is his birthday. I want to say happy birthday in heaven. And all of you who celebrating this month, I want to say happy birthday, happy belated birthday, happy pre-birthday. This month is a very good month for all of you. And those of you who love activities and celebrating the festivities, some people say Jesus' birthday, some people say that Christian Day, whatever way you call it, that's your business. But I want to say Merry Christmas to you all. And happy birthday. Those of you celebrate your wedding anniversary, I want to say happy anniversary as well. Those of you who are bereaved, we want to say our condolences. And life goes on. You know, there are so many things we have to talk about, but we have to move on. In the midst of all of our struggles and everything, we have life. That's why we want to be grateful for. Today is Wednesday. That's the confusing part, but I usually come on Tuesday and Thursday, but today I said, no, I have to show face. There's a need to show face, because you know, since when you haven't shown face, people didn't see you yet. So let people know that you're here. So let's listen. I want to let you know I'm here. And also, I want to say to the people of Nima County, though I haven't seen an official circular going around in our community from the Nima County Association here about their kingsman, the late Prince Yologbe Johnson. So on behalf of the Logan's Hour and my family and the Logan's Foundation situated in Magibi County, we want to say our condolences to the family people of Nima County, to the Johnson family, and today again, what a coincidence. Mr. Johnson, the late Prince Johnson car had a serious accident, and I'm told that members of his family was affected again in today's accident. So that is very horrible. It's a very bad news, you know. So we want to keep the Johnson family in our prayers, and all of you, you know, since the death of Prince Johnson, there have been a lot of controversy on things that he have said or he said before he passed, things that he did, try to haunt him while he's dead. But however the situation may be, I want to say, may the good old Lord be the one to judge. And those of you who were affected by his actions when he was living, I want to say, be strong. And to the family of Mr. Johnson as well, I want to say, be strong. You know, I don't care how the person may be. Even when you go and check Bible story, the late King Nebuchadnezzar, the day he died, people still cry, because I don't care how the person may be wicked. There's people who still love that person. So he was seen as the hero in the eyes of the people of Nima County, and to the other people who was affected by him during the war, he was seen as one of the evil person. So however will you perceive him, Laburo has lost one of her own, and so at this point, Laburo is mourning. Our country flag has been flown half mile. So I want to say to all Liberians, Nimadian specifically, you take heart. We are sorry, and let life goes on. You know, there are so many things since Mr. Prince Johnson passed has been circulating, voice recording, things that he allegedly said while he was alive, and how he was angry with this regime. He felt betrayed by his own son, uh, Jeremiah Kuhn. He also felt betrayed by uh, Mr. Joseph or President Joseph Yuma Boaka. Those things are over now. You know, the Bible says, when the left shall have left you, there will be no more mourning. You go in a different realm. So as he's transitioned into another realm, it is us who stay here have to worry about things that we have to face, because he's done with facing all the things from the earth, all the earthly issues, and who say, who ain't say, he's gone. It is us now who have to deal with those things. So I see young people today, we are going astray, killing ourselves for those things that make no sense. But at the end of the day, Mr. Johnson has played his part. Mr. Johnson, he has been seen as the hero in the people of Nima County eyes. Now the point here now is who going to replace him? Who's that person that going to replace him? Other people saying Musa Ability. Some people saying Jeremiah Kuhn. Some people say Yan Twan. But until we can have that possible replacement for Mr. Johnson, and when you look at how things are moving in our day and age, you're going to find that hero to liberate the people of Nima County anymore, because we have moved into the technological age. We ain't going to sit down anymore to allow ourselves to be used or being controlled by just an individual. Those times are over. We're going to obviously be moved by what we see on the internet. Like I always say this, I know Liberian people, not all Liberians now, but I know in terms of electioneering period, we are this kind of people who believe in optical illusion. What we see is what we believe. So we use the people coming to us and showing all tangibles before we can go about and see them as our hero and stuff. But now the war is different. The war has been manipulated by AI. What will you do? AI is taking over. So when you sit down and let one pape, like Prince Johnson, he was the god of Nima County because of his role. And after that, he stayed advocated for the people of Nima, but the people of Nima who were in high regards because of his role during the 14 years devastation in Liberia. Those time has gone. We are in different age and different time now. Everything to the younger generation who is coming up will be done electronically. So today, our country is mourning. Our country is mourning. Why the Supreme Court is yet to rule in the case of the Honorable J. Fonati Kofa in the House of Representatives. But I concentrate on the mourning of our dear statesman, Honorable Prince Yellowwood Johnson. Who was Prince Yellowwood Johnson? That's the issue. Who was Prince Yellowwood Johnson? Where he came from? How he got involved with the Liberian War? Those are the questions we need to ask. Those are the show to our children. Because Prince Johnson wrote a book called The Gun La Liberate Shall Never Rule. And he was scripted by that. The only time I saw when he started to participate in politics, I felt he deviated from what he wrote, what he put on paper. But I think that was a good thing to say that since we fought this war, that allowed those who have been neutral into these things to take over instead of we that fought the war before people have a negative mindset that we were raging war because we want to take power. But when I saw him trying to take power, then I felt, well, he was contradicting what he wrote about the gun liberation. That's a good book to read to some of you who have not seen it. I read portion of it. I haven't ended that book. And another good one to read is the book from Otelo Comon Jr. It's called The Agony and the Glory. That's another good one to read too as well. Talk about the Liberian War. Then you can also blend them with Professor Joseph Kwanu books as well. But Liberia, I always say this to everybody. Liberia is as interesting as the Liberian people. That's a funny way to call it. You know, how can a country be interesting like the people who from the country? It is. It is. You see, today, I don't want to talk about this, but I will just throw some light on it. Because I've been sitting for some time and, you know, sometimes you have your less busy time, you scroll through Facebook and see what's happening, and you just shake your head sometimes. Looking at all of the numerous problems we have currently, let's name some of them. Unemployment, bad roads, no safe drinking water, sanitation problems, all of these problems we have, all our brain points you. But I want to see the thought in the few days that former president went to sympathize and he refused to shake the vice president hand, Jeremiah Combe. Then one of my friends, my brother, sorry if you hear me talking about this, but I'll not mention your name. One of my friends called me. Oh, my man, what's going on? I said, my man, you okay? I said, okay. My man, you know what's going on? You following what's going on? I said, I'm following what's going on. What's up? He said, oh, you see, the former president he went to the vice to go sympathize. He saw the vice president, should the vice president him. I said, how is that your concern? He said, brother, that thing not good. That didn't make no sense. I told him, I said, okay, I understand. If that was your concern, I understand. But can I ask you some questions? He said, yeah, go ahead. I said, where do you work now? He said, my man, you know how the country look at job in it, not easy. I said, okay. How do you feed your family? He said, my man, I call you for a sec, bro. Let me get my small thing now. Man, you probably got me asking a question. Oh, dude, man, you feel the call you. Just go straight to the point. Be asking for embarrassing question. I said, no, not the point of embarrassing question. But I'm trying to look at your focus. Because they say the thinking of a person separates him from another person. Two people may be born under the same roof, have the same mother, have the same father, but it is the thinking of an individual that separates him from another person. So how you think is what you become. So you take your time to concentrate on Jeremiah Cone and Joe. We are not shaking hands, they're not speaking. But you're not taking the same energy and the time to go to people who could be beneficial to you, people who could possibly help you, people who could help you to get employed. But all your energy has been shifted to Jeremiah Cone, not speaking to Joia, or Joia not speaking to Jeremiah Cone. I say, have you gone to town today and visited maybe 4 or 5 offices and see if something good could happen to you? You say, brother, they play a tired walking. I say, you can get tired walking. You have to get on 10 no before you get 1 yes. So how you go? You get only 3, 4, 5 no. Then you turn your back. I say, even if you keep getting no for the entire year, it can still stop you from getting no. You got to keep going because your family got to eat. Survival the fittest. You won't get nothing for your family yet. Then you turn around, you say, oh, I'm going to sit at home because my man Jeremiah Kun not shaking Joey and Joey not shaking Jeremiah Kun hand. So what is logic in that? I was just sitting and just pondering it, like, are you guys really serious to use your good time, your energy that you cannot recover so easily to think about Jeremiah Kun not shaking Buaka? I mean, say Joey hand, Joey not shaking Jeremiah Kun hand. How is that supposed to be my problem? How do that put food on my table? How do that pay my mortgage? Those people, they are politicians. I don't care if Jeremiah can shake Joey hand. No. Because when it comes to electioneering period, they will have common interests. When Jeremiah Cohn believe that his common interest is Josh Weah, the same people you see not shaking hands, you will see them again. All hawking during, shaking hands and talking and coming back to you and lying to you and calling you, we are here for the masses. And deep down, you know they don't care about you. They don't care about you. You know, like some of our brothers today who in power, they were once in the opposition. They saw all the wrongs. Today, they don't see those wrongs anymore. They are all celebrating every little thing. They tend to defend force. They're writing press releases and saying all the words. And some of you, you're campaigning with Toya. Oh, my man, things will change. Things will only change if you change your mindset. It is the thinking of a person that make him see circumstances differently. It's not about putting new person in chair. That person cannot provide everything you want. That person is only here to provide an enabling environment for you to survive. So look at yourself, picture yourself. All day we get in a swamp looking for politicians to be our savior. And no politician can be your savior. We put people in power who go to meetings that we know nothing about, cross D on a ground that we know nothing about, go to represent us in a way that diametrically opposed to our values. But we celebrate them. We celebrate them. We call them our leader. They are our hero. How can somebody be your hero who see you for 12 good years in the same condition? He keep giving you $10. He keep giving you $25 because you're washing his car. Your life cannot improve, but all you know, he's your hero. You can die for him or you can die for her. A true hero will want you to become a hero. That's the hallmark of every good leadership, is to create leaders. It's not to remain as a boss. But we that behind those people don't see those things that way. We see it as, oh, yeah, much I can get my $10 from them, my brother here. I can get in a car to go around sometime. He can buy me some liquor to drink, or he came into a cigar bar to make me feel good about myself. Then that's life. It's over. But life is far bigger than what you think, though. Life is far beyond that. You have not experienced anything yet. You have not even reached the point to be independent, to be able to feed yourself. Because that's the first step to feel a little relief. That your family can eat every day. Your family have shelter, a place to sleep. Just a second. Oh. Sorry about the little interruption. I have somebody here who's trying to hit me up. So what I'm trying to say is that it is about the former information minister, what he said, or his program he usually run, Dr. Lawrence Kamlan Buple. He has this program on a radio called Changing Minds and Changing Attitude. And logically, it is the thing that we Liberians, we are lacking at this point. Our mind has not been changed since the war, some of us, and our attitude has not been changed. Unfortunately, I visited Liberia in July. What I saw, it wasn't that horrible. It showed that we are on a path of success, but we have some obstacles. And the obstacles are so huge. People think you live in developed world, you work, you send down $2-3, you build houses, and that's the end. Liberia is developing because people building houses. Anybody can go and work and earn and build house. Infrastructure development is not it. The mindset of the people, educating our younger generation should be our far more priority. Getting those bunch of people we have today in the street called Zugos. I visited a few places. I saw friends, people that I knew. We went to school. Went to good schools today. They are Zugos. I'm telling you, man. I saw people who went to Cathedral with me. They are Zogo. I saw people who went to JJ Rabos with me. They are Zogo. And your son or your daughter who you so cherish that live in that house with you, They are not far from being a Zogo. The only difference is that they have not taken that step yet. And just an inch, they can get influenced by the friend. That can only make them to just take something on a day or in just one day. And the next thing you know, you lose that child. Why am I saying this? I'm shifting our focus to the younger generation. How they think determine how far they go. The mindset of our young children these days, specifically when I visited Liberia, I'm throwing more emphasis on Liberia because it is my country and the country that I hold so dearly to my heart. And the youthful population, what I saw, it was so mind-boggling. To the point where 15 years old, 16 years old can walk into the shop and buy alcohol without anybody asking for ID. I saw young children to one function, they drank and they were so drunk uncontrollably. And I was like, OMG. And everybody else, my friends and people who's standing by, police officer, DA officer, NSA officer, everybody looking at me just like, are you crazy? Those things are normal. And it was normal to me. It wasn't. I was confused. I was like, why would you say this to her? Can you ask for her age? And everybody was like, "Ba go sit down, ba. You probably like you come from America now. If you do my women," and that's how it was. And we that fortunate enough to have settled in this part of the world, we rather think that if we ought to go to work, save some money, and pay house, we have rich king. That's all. We think so. Or we think if we can go and register some organization 501c3 and pack Doka flag clothes there and get 10 back or red to people in the community, we have rich king. But we're taking our eyes from a crippling disaster in waiting called Zogos. There will be a war in Liberia. And that war will not be fought by guns. We will fight our war with our brothers and our sisters who has gone wayward, who has been feeling abandoned for some time. Their population is increasing on the daily basis, and the government seems to be insensitive to what is happening. And people, community dwellers, and people in Liberia have seen it to be normal. Listen, I got pictorial evidence. I got videos. I only choose not to play those videos because I felt it's so sad going to some places and seeing some of my own friends where we went to school, see them smoking uncontrollably. They have lost hope. They explain some of their conditions. And I was shocked. And I visited one specific areas and I saw the population of Zogos. And I said to myself, if we are not careful, if the government do not pay attention to what is happening in this identical area, there will be a serious consequences in few years to come. They will terrorize that community. They will go as far as challenging the police. They will unrobbed. And listen, the reason why I'm giving more emphasis to Zogos and why I saw is because I'm speaking from the historical facts. You see, when you go back to history and go back to the formation of this whole world we live in now, the most powerful force on earth at the time was the Romans. The Romans was the most powerful force on earth because they had their strongest military might that couldn't be defeated by any army. It's undisputed. But guess what? They were destroyed by one small thing that they didn't say, you understand. How can an organization so unique, so powerful, that control the whole world, they had their territory everywhere, was the Romans. But they got destroyed by one small thing. It's called what? Immoralities. They became so immoral, they became so corrupt that they had to break away. So technically, the Romans, they self-destroy. Because of the 14 Caesars, if history can prove me right, I think 12 of them were homosexual. Now they start to decay from inside. They start to decay from inside. They start to decay from inside. So, an empire that was so strong that couldn't be defeated by any army self-destruct because of immoralities. Now they started having breakaway now. They start having Portugal. Now it's called Portugal, Belgium, Anglo-Saxon, England. So all these little areas started breaking away, started forming their own territory, because of the Roman Empire breaking away because of immoralities. What do I mean then? I'm tying this to my beloved country, Liberia. The problem with Liberia will not be a nation coming from outside to destroy. It will be this population that is creeping on us every day. At least 5 new Zogos are manufactured. 5 new Zogos are born. 5 new Zogos are born. Times that number by 52 weeks in a year. So if you decide 5 times 7, you know that how much? Because 7 days in a week. If you can get 5 every day, times 7. So calculate that. Then times it by 52. And see how many Zogos you get in a year. And that population is growing. Every day is growing. Their whole army that is coming up gradually. It's just taking time. It's just a matter of time for them to just suddenly just happen in the country and it just explode. Then the government will get so confused to the point where you're looking at the people who are hungry, looking for drugs, money, looking for a way to destroy, loot, and you say you want to come back and rehabilitate them. It will be so late because the population have grown into a number that is so astronomical that you cannot have them into a facility. Then portion of Liberia will end up being like Haiti, that has been controlled by drugs and cartels. Recall this. Today is December 4th. I'm talking this. And we are all looking at. I can say this to you for sure. The sooner we get on these things, the better for us than to just ignore it And later on, it happened, then we get so confused. Because the Liberia we so love, if we do not pay attention to that Liberia, I say I went to ELW where I used to live. I went Broad Street. I went Duper Road. Places that I know. And I went there, I saw Zogos. I saw population of Zogo. I got my own brother, who is a Zogo. To get him from the street, it ain't easy. We have tried all of the rehab, but he preferred being in the street. So imagine that. So imagine the population of Zogos that are out there now. And we're laughing. We see it to be fun. We go Labrador, we see the men coming out to Dupero, somehow Dupero, and I saw the guys coming. I think in the night they were walking about 17 coming. And I saw people running. Then people thought it funny. Then somebody said to me, "Oh, you see that whole group that coming? I saw Zogo, you better move." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." And surprisingly, I saw one of my old friend, childhood friend. We were close. I saw him walking with that group that were coming. And I said, "What are we doing?" Seeing these people walking, the huge numbers, walking just on the street, and nobody can say nothing. Nobody do nothing. All we do now, we agree that they are Zogo. They think we're joking with. They think we're joking with. If we not pay key attention to it, go on YouTube. Just tap in Haiti and see what happened in Haiti. We have to pay attention. The government got to pay attention. Me, I have serious interest in that population because I know if that population, we lost them, then what become of Liberia? Because people can only do better if they have better country to live in. If the country become ungovernable, if the country become enabling, people will not be able to do anything. The government got to provide an enabling community or society for us to do business. But if we cannot do what we have to do, we sit down and trivialize everything, make it seem as if those guys were born differently. They're not serious. Some of them, they just want to be in the street. They just love smoking. We better start getting on the government back now. Start talking to Mr. Boycott. Start talking to Mr. Kuhn. Start talking to NGOs. Help us. All of the other things we're fighting for all day, talking about how they other certain the government agency, they corrupt, how the other one. Those things are correct. They talk about corruption. How the president not shaking the other person's hand, those are things you can talk about. But I see we're skipping this population that is growing. And I see these guys breaking into people's homes. I see them hijacking people's hot son. There was some part of South Africa. You can go there easily. And that's what will happen. The people will declare certain portion of Liberia to be their entire territory where you can enter easily. And that's what I see happening. The government of Liberia need to pay attention. They need to give some attention to those things. Reduce some of the money you have in the budget for other line agencies and focus on some other areas. Just in case you're watching this program and you don't know where you are on the Logan's Hour. All right. Welcome back again. So we're just showing a little light on that. Just want you to know if the government do not pay serious attention to our brothers and sisters who we consider as Zogos, we might lose them. I see my old man says, bro, following here. And happy new month to you too, says Vera. I see the Crown Ambassador, the Honorable Zion Glad Cheyi is also following here. And I see the former president of the Librarian Association of Indiana, and the former president, I call it Representative Kennedy District Number 8, Mr. Alvin Tanu Pena. He's also watching, and he said my condolences to the people of Nima and Liberia. As he says, Vera also say hello everyone. And I see Precious Logan Samuels also following. I see Titi Sam, my dear brother wife, following. I see Jan Volula, Mr. Volula, welcome as well. I see the chairman of the board of the Librarian Association of Indiana, Mr. Vani Kamo. Thank you for joining as well. I see my beloved wife, Sama Princess Liwe Hamu Logan, whose birthday is on Monday. I see her following as well. Thank you for joining me, my dear baby. And I see Cecilia Benu Hava Nyanimo. Thank you for joining me as well. And I see my dear brother and friend, Mr. Richmond Kiddy. Thank you for joining my brother. So to all of you who joined us, I want to say thank you. And today we just going to just show some light on a few issues, but we never intended to really be here for long. We've been out here for some time, so we decided to show our face after a long period. So we want to say thank you to all of you who joined us here. But it still shows that we have everything tight. We're gonna keep coming back. We're gonna but you know what? I'm gonna stimulate it a few days. I'm gonna get a big guest that will come back and bring all of our people back. I will try to bring someone so big on here. Let's talk about some issues. Some of my people behind me talking about we need to start talking about some national issue. Forget about the librarian community or ED, and I told you, I said, well, it's not possible to talk about national issue and forget about the librarian community of Indiana because I live here. I have to straighten up where I live first, then I can go outside. But yes, we'll have some guests from outside Liberia or other places, but we'll also deal with the situation in Indiana when those situation issues come up. So we want to say to all of you in the librarian community as well, thank you for joining us and happy birthday again to my dear sister Jima Famule. And I see that the Librarian Association of Indiana, through the first lady, they will be having a Christmas party for the kids. Those of you who have attended a Christmas party, get ready again. The Christmas party is going to be on December 21st. As always, get ready to go enjoy yourself. Those Christmas parties are all good for the kids and you bigger ones. You can also go there to support the librarian community of Indiana. This is our community. This is what we do as community members. So the information is out of the group chat. If you would love to get the information, I can also play that on my show as well. All I need to do just go to the librarian community group chat and get the information from there and play that information because I live here. So let me try to play that for you. So I think I have it. All right, so that was it, and you got the information. It's gonna be on December 21st, 2024, at the LAI head office. Those of you who know LAI office. So, until we meet again, we want to say to all of you who joined us today, thank you for joining us. Today we just came to show our face. We never had a script here or specific topic to talk on. The reason why we put breaking news, we just try to cut your heart. to let you know that we are back. So until we meet again, I want to say thank you. It was a pleasing pleasure to be here serving you again. My name is Philip. So you guys got to tell Logan. Until we meet again on tomorrow Thursday. Yeah. I can work on that tomorrow Thursday, and let's talk about other issues. So thank you for joining us. And we want to say we love you, we care about you. Let me see. Thursday tomorrow, I can do something on tomorrow. Yeah, but I want to get a big guest. You know, I got somebody in waiting. The person would really love to come on, and that person want to talk about serious national issue. But okay, I'll bring that person on. That person is a very big and popular person. But you know, until we meet again, we want to say good night and bye bye. So, good night.